Prince Simp in the building. Let's get it. Now, it's not many brothers, excuse me, it's not many brothers that I see that really, despise the Gladiator BW more than Umar Johnson. You talking about a man, he really, really don't like the black woman. He thinks the lowest of her. He don't believe she's a benefit to his life or his lifestyle. He believes that she's infected. I mean, it's a lot to the story. But the best part about it is he can tell it. That's one thing he know how to do is talk. He can tell it better than I can. And all we can do is go on ahead and review it.
Mid-30s preferable. That's number one. We got to do a birth certificate check on that age. No Diddy. We need to do a birth certificate check on that age. No Kelly. We need to do a birth certificate check on that age. No Diddy. We need to do a birth certificate check on that age. No Kelly. So that's first off. Baby mamas must be in their 30s. Okay? And you must.
Like I said, Umar reminds me of a Gladiator BW. He has a checklist that no woman could fulfill. So the woman must be in her mid-30s so that they can have a baby. That's check number one.
Be serious enough about the struggle to be graduated to wifey status in the Ifatunde Kingdom. Because I'm not just looking for a baby mom. I need wives. I need queens. I need queens who can hold down the kingdom while I struggle for African independence. I need a queen, not a baby mom. I need a queen who can hold down the kingdom while I struggle for African liberation. So first we're going to do a birth certificate check. And then we're going to do an STD check.
Stop the show.
We got to run your blood work system to make sure you ain't.
The man wants to do an STD check on the Gladiator BW. He don't trust them. So he want a 35-year-old, and he got to run an STD check because the Gladiator box is contaminated by Umar Johnson's standards.
I struggle for African liberation. So first we're going to do a birth certificate check, and then we're going to do an STD check. We got to run your blood work system to make sure you ain't passing off no EBGBs. We got to do an STD check. We got to make sure you ain't passing off no EBGBs, my beautiful African queen. We got to make sure the universe is not cursed. I said we have to make sure the universe is not cursed. I said.
So what does that mean? That tells you that a lot of brothers believe that the Gladiator BW's box needs to be checked in order to be with for long term. Knowing the history, the spirits, the behaviors of the Gladiator BW will always cause some man to lean with a little bit of caution, not thinking that all is pure. Not me. I believe it's all good. But, Umar don't. He think the black woman needs her box checked.
So we have to make sure the universe is not cursed. So once we do the birth certificate check, we do the STD check. Then we're going to do a credit check. Let's do a credit check. See how much debt you got. We got to do a credit.
Got to do a credit check. Like I said, the man has a list that, he know that the Gladiator BW can't live up to. Sort of like the Gladiator BW's list. So the credit check. What is the credit check for? He don't want no Gladiator BW benefiting off of him. He don't want that. He don't like you enough. He don't like you enough for you to be everything that he needs you to be, but you got a little bit of debt. He's not willing to help you through that. I mean, it's simple as that. I don't promote that brother should do it, but this is the dude that says that he's all about the black queen. So I'm just letting you know that man could care less about the black queen. He don't even like the woman.
Credit check, my queen. We got to do a credit check, my queen. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We got to do the credit check. Oh, yes. So after we do the birth certificate check, we do the STD check. We're going to do a credit check. Then we're going to do a crazy check to make sure you ain't got no major mental illnesses.
Now you got to do a mental check to make sure you don't have mental illnesses. So your box is garbage. Your mindset is garbage. The way you handle your money is garbage.
Respect to all my sisters suffering from major mental illness. But if you have serious substance abuse problems, although I am a psychologist, I'm not looking forward to being my wife's therapist. I said, although I am a psychologist, I am not looking forward to being my wife's therapist. I said, although I am a psychologist, I am not looking forward to being my wife's therapist. So if you got psychotic issues, schizophrenic issues, major substance abuse issues, post-traumatic stress, if you got a little bit too much going on in your mental universe and your emotional universe,
I'm going to just call bullshit. I'm going to just call bullshit on that because, yes, that woman got with Umar. She wants you to talk to her. She wants you to do this, do that, and all of that stuff. But that's not my real point. My real point is more so like there is nobody that could achieve this. Okay? There's nobody that could achieve this. One of these black women could come up to Umar and say, look, all I want to do is whatever you say. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is whatever you say. I want to benefit you in any way that I could, but it only has to be what you say. That nigga start going, well, we got to do a mental check. We got to do a box check. He'll start going on all these other things because he really don't want the woman to help him. He really don't want to be a benefit to a black woman. And like I said, I don't know, man. The man ain't never had a black woman that he was proud of, that he would say, hey, this is my woman, because he got this checklist.
If you got too much going on, I'm going to have to pass off because I can't wipe out a spiritual vampire. I refuse to wipe out a spiritual vampire. Emotionally dysfunctional people are spiritual vampires. They have too many problems to focus on anything but themselves. I said emotionally dysfunctional Africans are spiritual vampires. They have too many problems to focus on anyone except themselves. See, when I come home, you gotta have my bath water ready. When I come home, you gotta rub my feet. When I come home, you got to rub my back. When I come home, you got to have the greens with the turkey juice. You got to have the deviled eggs. You got to have that vegan lasagna. You got to have those.
Brother, ain't nobody gonna do all that. But even if they did, you still would have to run their credit check. So they can have all that, and you still want to run their credit. So you're looking for some old perfection, which is it don't exist, brother. So when I hear somebody that I believe you're smart, when I hear somebody, like you say that, I say, well, you don't even want no woman, because you could get 7 out of the 8 on the checklist. So you don't even want a woman. But I understand, tell them, you got to play basketball. I get it.
Oxtails, those neck bones. Listen, I can't serve the people and I got to come home and serve your spiritually dysfunction. That's not going to work. That's why we want to start having retreats to heal the queens and the kings. If you know of a good retreat location for Dr. Umar to host a retreat, you need to send me the information. You need to.
We went from what your queen is to we got to do a retreat. I don't know what you blacks are into with this retreat with Umar, but let them do it.
Information.